All right. We back in the building. We back in the building. You already know I'm Blue Devil, and we back with another video reaction. Now check this out. Today is Christmas Eve. Salute to everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a great holiday. Hopefully everybody's blessed with family. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. All right. With that being said, the video that we're watching today is coming from Cali Legends Media. Lucky Stevenson. The video is titled Your Grandfather Would Be Ashamed Essay, and it is aimed at that guy. All right. Now, if you don't know who that is, he goes by the name of Minor Marv, recently known as a man that impregnated a 1 year old. Okay. And even though he tries to find stories to give everyone, the facts are the facts, and they're never going to change. And for those that don't know, a quick recap: his own children are the ones that put him on blast. All right. With that being said, Cali Legends Media is an OG out of East LA that has issues with that man over hood politics. All right. Whatever those hood politics are, they're not for me. They're not for you. They are only internal for them. What we going to do is watch this video and sort of do like a movie night to bring awareness to whatever that man did. Okay? Because everything he does now is under a spotlight because he likes to mess with, yeah, you heard it right, children. All right? So, very quick, I need everybody to hit the like button, subscribe to the platform. If you're not subscribed, let's get to 100,000, bro. My goal is the first 3 months of 2026, I'm going to hit 100K, bro. All right. And I need everyone's help. Let's hit 100K. Let's not forget January, the merch comes. All right. Everybody that's been waiting, I got you. All right. Merch is going to be lit. So let's do it, bro. Let's get 2026 and let's take off. With that being said, go support Cali Legends Media. Go support his platform. He drops videos every day. And that's great, bro. That's what we got to do. Support those that support us. So with that being said, let's press play on the video and let's see what Cali Legends Media got to say.
Cali Legends Media. Before I begin, I want to say thank you to all the subscribers. Thank you for hitting those likes and those hype buttons. I really appreciate you guys. So today's my response video. Everybody, I'm sure you knew I was going to do one on Twisted Minds, right?
Damn, Twisted Minds is a crazy one.
Just real quick, let me start off by one thing, okay? Without going over the same bullshit, okay? This cupcake went and mentioned, first of all, he called me sweetheart. Can you believe that? Since when does a one man call another man sweetheart? Serio? Chale, homie, I'm not your sweetheart, dog.
Oh man.
It was
My bad. Well, you should know by the eyebrows that fool has. Fool, like his eyebrows sort of tell you what he's into. Like I can't ever remember a day in my childhood or my adulthood where I plucked my eyebrows or even sat there and went like this. You know, like I'll pluck my nose hairs, bah, 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 bah. But my eyebrows, like they're on fleek. Like that's weird, bro. And now I understand if men got like big ass hairy ones and they gotta like trim them down. I get that, but that vato does like the little. He goes up and then he brings them down like a Nike sign or like an arrow. Bah, bah. You know what I mean? That's wild shit to me. But
I
to
know you
each
like
their
to
own.
take them teeth off and do your thing on vatos, but hey, homie, I don't play that, dog.
Damn.
But anyways,
Shots fired.
he called me a lot of choice names, okay? I really don't care, homie, because like my name's good in the neighborhood, my name's good with my family, my name's good on YouTube.
Fire.
You, on the other hand, basura. You're the basura of YouTube, okay? Everybody expresses it. Not just me, not just the old man. You know what I'm saying?
For those that are not from California or not within the Chicano culture, basura is like the ultimate disrespect. Trash. it's like there's no coming back from that. You're the worst of the worst. You're scum. You're a dirtbag. You're worse than a dirtbag. Basura is like total disrespect.
The young ones, old ones, even your kids express that.
True.
And don't get butthurt that I bring up your kids because you have the nerve to even mention my grandson about me asking for prayer for my grandson because I did a video on Little Toro. Hey, Little Toro was doing what he was doing. It was wrong. And I called him out on it. And he ended up getting unalive. Not by the homies, not by sureños, and not by norteños, by his own family. Get it right.
I did a video on Little Toro because a lot of people were mad. Like, why'd you do a video on that vato? I did a video on him because when he was here, when he was alive, I reacted to his video once. I reacted to his video once. And so I felt like, well, if I was able to react to your video when you were alive, I should at least give you that respect and react to your video when you're gone to leave it there for your family or whoever might stumble across it. I think it's only fair. I give one, but I take one. Uh, and I thought it was the right thing to do. But let's continue.
You know, you're out there making false news on your podcast. You know, like I can't really believe that you told everybody on social media that you can lie and be anything you want it to be.
You can.
Nobody would ever know.
You can. They do it every day.
You figured that out early in the game.
Trolls.
And that's exactly what you did, man. You came on here and you pulled an Iron Jacket. In fact, Iron Jacket didn't do anything as bad as you. You know, he wanted to assimilate. He wanted to be like the Native Americans. He wanted to learn their culture. And so you, on the other hand, just faked the funk all the way through.
Well, we know that if you on the internet, you could fake a persona. You could tell the internet you're this and you're that. And for the most part, everybody will believe you. We've seen it done over and over. In my comments, go read it. It's just the other day, there was a guy in my comments, and you could watch it on episode 19 of the Let's Talk About It podcast. There was a guy in there name dropping Droopy from Highland Park, right? Saying that that's his homeboy and blah, 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 and all this crazy shit, right? And he knew Lucky from Hoodstock. All right, cool. And the Vato wanted to get at me real bad, right? And I go, well, if you want to get at me, since you name dropped them dudes, go get at them and have them come get at me or call me or patch you through on a three-way. The Vato couldn't do it because he don't know them. He was faking the funk, but everybody else believes him. But when it's time to get down to the nitty gritty, they can't do it. Weird ass fools. Dudes that are in the comments talking, thinking they know the people they're talking about. Like, bro, you watch the show. That don't mean they know you. You're a fan. That don't mean they know you. They gave you a shout out. That don't mean they know you. Delusion at its finest. All right? So on the internet, you could become whoever you want to become as long as people believe it.
Never did I see you at what was the name of that place? On Atlantic, the Hat, and go up to you and hug you. Y que, hey, carnal, hey, homie. Charlie, homie. First of all, I don't talk like that. Second of all, I talk to you about another person that has nothing to do with nothing, okay? And yet, you told me that you had already taken care of that when you hadn't taken care of nada, okay?
Wait, so did you see him or not see him? Because first you said, I didn't see you at that place because I don't talk like that, but I did talk to you. Maybe, I don't know. He might be a little confused there.
You put up a video with a dude that was talking masa to the homies that were incarcerated and supported him. and you had a picture of the homies, the older homies behind you. The homies told you take that down. Number one. Number two, you were told to take that video down and you took it down. I've never been asked to take a video down. I've never been asked, hey, don't use that picture. Hey, take that picture down or anything. So,
Hey, that's crazy, huh? That's crazy, bro. To those that are not from Cali or like even belong to a gang, listen to all this, bro. You were asked to take a video down. You were asked to take a photo down. You was told not to do that. You was told. Man, bro, listen. If you're not from a gang, be blessed. You are blessed. If you're thinking about joining a gang, well, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but do whatever you want. But take all this in consideration, right? But then again, let's keep it 1,000. The righteous ones don't get asked to take shit down or do this or do that. The righteous ones. You know who gets asked to take shit down? The fools that are always getting DP'd because they do the most. All right. To me, what this sounds like Maniaco Marv doing the most to prove to people that he got homeboys, that he knows people, that he's a level 10 soldado, that he's a gangster, putting photos of the homies, videos, talking about gang stories, gang politics, things he shouldn't be doing because it's for the streets. But why is he doing it on the internet? Because the streets don't fuck with him and he's trying to build this gangster persona on the internet. That's why. It's crazy, bro. I'm telling you. It's crazy. People all the time be like, oh, Blue Devil, we never see you outside. Because whatever I do outside is not for you. It's not for you. Well, we never see you with your homeboys. You actually do, but you just don't pay attention. But I don't shine light on I don't shine light on it because it's not for you. You know what's for you? My reaction videos, my podcast. That's entertainment. That's what I'm here to do. If you want to find out if I have homeboys and if I'm outside thugging, then go outside and go ask. It's that simple. So to Maniaco Marv that's posting all these photos, that's because he's trying to impress a bunch of people on the internet. That's weird, bro. That is weird.
where you stand and where I stand are two totally different places, you know? And you should recognize that. It should be apparent to you. But apparently, some baboso, I don't know who it is, I don't care. No, well, actually, I do. I wish I knew who it was that's talking all this masa. First of all, you said, yeah, yeah, homie, that they gave him a ronda in Corcoran because he was talking about me. Shut the fuck up. Everybody talks about you. Everybody laughs at you. Everybody, you know, hey, what's up with Marvelous? Lucky? Hey, homie, you know, yeah, fucking vato ese. You know, you're the butt of every fucking joke, man.
I believe it.
So don't think too highly of yourself, you know. You and your little scroll up there, Norbies. Hey, Norbies, you put yourself in a bad situation, homie. You're standing in a whole different area now. But
You know what I've noticed about a lot of these residents or civilians that are around dudes that claim to be gang members or whatever, right? They start feeling themselves, bro. They start acting and talking like they're with the business because somebody's pumping them up, right? There's a podcast that recently popped up, and there's one guy on there that's not from nowhere, but he thinks he is, and he's always acting tough and always talking about gang shit, but he's not from nowhere. You know, I think he went to county jail once or something, and he got two residents, three residents on the podcast with him. And this fool has pumped them up so much now that now these residents think that they're big and bad, talking gang shit, talking fucking this and that. And it's like, God damn. That's what it's about now, bro. It's crazy how you can get pumped up so much, not realizing that you're going to crash and burn, not realizing that the day will come where you will get put to the test, not realizing the day will come where they see you outside and they say, "That's that motherfucker. Let's go test his nuts." And you will fold. You will fold. So it's scandalous that the dude that's pumping them up doesn't give them the advisory warning. Hey, bro, trucha, because when they see you outside, I might not be with you. You might be by yourself, and all that shit you talk because I pumped you up, they might get you. That's crazy. That is crazy. Civilians, I tell you, civilians.
You thought that little thing with American Cholo was bad? Pobrecito, homie. People are tired of your mouth, homie, and have
Oh,
voiced it. So one day you'll get caught without your daddy, and or even
oh,
with your daddy. You're gonna end up getting spanked. You know,
oh.
homie. You're standing in a whole different area now. But you thought that little thing with American Cholo was bad? Pobrecito, homie. People are tired of your mouth, homie, and have voiced it. So one day you'll get caught without your daddy, and or even with your daddy. You're gonna end up getting spanked. You know. No, I've never been to Corcoran. Sorry. Another lie made up by Iron Jacket Media, Marvelous Twisted Minds. Okay?
Let me give you a piece of advice, Lucky. All right. You'll never win with the lames and the fakes on the internet. Never gonna win. No matter how hard you try, no matter how many facts you give, no matter how many times you voice the truth, nobody cares. You're not gonna win with the lames. You know how you win with the lames? You ignore them. And I'll tell you from experience, bro, a bunch of fucking civilians came at me recently. And what did the civilians do? They started lying on my name. They started lying, 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 lying. Why? Because they couldn't see me in any other way. So what did I do? I lied back. I lied back. And I said this on the podcast somewhere where I felt dirty the next day. The next day I felt like a fucking lame. I felt like a bitch ass fool the next day. I woke up like I was disappointed in myself because these fucking lame civilians dragged me down to their fucking level and sort of like influenced me to do what they do. Lame shit. They influenced me to do lame shit that I took the video down because I was so disappointed in myself, bro. I was like, how the fuck did I do that? So, piece of advice, you won't win. You're not gonna win. He's gonna continue the lies. He's gonna continue the bullshit. He gonna continue to do this and do that. The only way to beat him is to ignore him and do better than him, bro. Because at this point, or go see him in person. Because, bro, the internet loves the fake. The internet loves the lames. They could relate to them. There's more fake people on this planet than real ones. Real ones is a small number. And only the real can relate. And not only that, but most of the time, bro, the real is too busy hating on the real for the simple fact that they think they're more realer than you. You got another dude that's solid, right? And he looks at you like he's more solid than you. So he talking shit about you. At least the fakes, they all stick together because they're fake. All the fakes and all the lames and all the pedestrians and all the civilians, they all hang together because they all can relate to each other. They sort of like protect themselves. It's crazy the way that the fucking snitches, the rats, the PCs, the dropouts, the chomos, the pedestrians, they all stick together, bro. But the real ones are too busy fighting each other because they're all macho. Oh, I'm better than you. Oh no, I got more bodies. Oh no, I did more prison time. Oh, it's best to stay away and just do your own thing. It's best to stay away and do your own thing.
So I don't know where you got this story from. I've never been DP'd. I've never got a ronda, and I've never got fucked up the way you said. Never. Never have I
Lucky looks
gotten
mad.
that way. Nobody's ever been able to do that to me, you know? So, like you say, you could lie and you could put things out there, and all your subscribers, they swallow it up. And I trip out because I know the truth. You say, oh, you didn't know my family like that. Man, I was kicking it with Paro and Leonard a long time. I stood over your mom's house when she was with the homeboy also plenty of times. Dude, you don't know what you're talking about. I do know your family very well. Your primo Bobby. Good vato. Nothing like you. So, don't come over here putting all your ignorance out on social media. I Another thing, I went out and somebody, and you don't represent nobody, homie, but yourself. And you should have made that clear to them. You should have said, hey man, I'm not talking for nobody, representing nobody. This is just my opinion. you know. So what I did, you left. So you got it all.
He must have cut out a lot of parts out of this. These are YouTube edits. These are not software edits. Okay, these are YouTube edits. So he must have cut out shit.
You got everything all twisted and all ass backwards. But that's how your whole life is. Your video yesterday. Yeah, what you vatos need to do is this, and you got to do this, and I don't know why you do that. What you got to do is you got to do, dude. You don't even take your own goddamn advice. You can't even get your own house in order, and you're trying to straighten everybody up on social media.
It's a weirdo.
Huh? When you have like the worst reputation in YouTube, really? And I still haven't slid over yet to Instagram and the other gonna be like, what? This vato's like that? Trust me, homie. A lot of people they don't know, they don't understand the depths of your insanity, homie. And something's wrong with you, man. You got some
Facts.
mental issues.
Seek help.
You say that you don't believe in God, you don't believe in Jesus, you don't believe in the Bible. All you believe is on a higher creator or creation or whatever. That's what God is. Like, what is wrong with you? But it's all right. I understand. There's atheists. There's people that don't believe in Christianity, Catholicism, any religion, Muslim. Some people don't believe in anything, but the Torah and the Bible and some of the other religious materials are the books that are sold the most. Oh, well, they're man-made. Everything's man-made, fool. Even that idea that you got in your head that there's this creator, a higher power, that's man-made, man. Some dude thought of that.
All right, look, I don't know what else he gets into, but if you guys need to go watch the rest of it, there's about 10 minutes left. Salute to Lucky from Cali Legends Media. I really enjoy his content. But piece of advice, bro, fuck that fool. You're not going to win. He going to continue telling lies and people going to continue to believe him because he tells them very well. And that's what people do. Let me explain to you the WAC 100 syndrome. Okay? The WAC 100 syndrome or the WAC 100 play is put out fake narratives on an individual and have them responding to it. Whether it's true or not, that creates controversy, money, and videos. So let me give you an example. I make a video today where I pick a certain individual, bro, whoever it might be, and I put out a false narrative on that guy. Oh, that fool fucking loves man, and he takes it up to you know what. All right, somebody told me, and that somebody saw somebody else that did it to him. You know, or that guy, he robbed some fool for $1,000. I watched it. I was there. You know, or that guy over there, right there, bro. I seen him in front of me, bro. I seen him. He got a guy and then he told the police that he did it or whatever. Listen, I don't know, bro. Whatever it might be, right? But it's a false narrative. Now you put it out And now the other guy has to respond. Now the other guy has to sit there and defend himself. Now the other guy has to make videos saying it's not true. I didn't do that. What the fuck? And now what you're doing is creating a back and forth. Now you're responding like you're guilty. Now the other guy's sitting there laughing, making money, saying, I told you. Why is he responding if he didn't do anything? Why is he giving me the time of the day if it wasn't him? False narratives. They do it on purpose. They do it so you could respond. They do it so they could get a reaction out of you. That's why when that old man with the big fucking ears said that I paid some dude 10 grand to so he wouldn't beat me up, that's what that was. It was a play. Like, what? Okay, he wanted me to respond because he wanted me to engage. I'm not engaging, bro, because it's not true. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're not gonna play me. The fuck? But they do that. And so Maniaco Marv is doing that shit to you right now. He's playing you like a fiddle. Fuck him. Get him where it hurts, bro. And with that being said, salute to everybody. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. I got another video dropping later today. Make sure you guys tap in, all right? Like I always say, tap in, don't tap out. You already know I'm Blue Devil. Catch you on the next one. Let's go.